This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about. Real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
Welcome to DBL. It is Wednesday. Happy hump day, everyone. April 8th. It's just me alone in the studio again. But I got my rhyming couple, Jeff and Steph, are joining us from their homes. What's up, guys? How is everybody? Steph's got the little Daily Blast Live mugs. Steph, how you doing?
Representing. I'm doing all right, Tori. I'm happy to be with you. I'm glad to be on. And hi, Jeff.
Jeff, how you doing? You looking tan and nice. How you doing?
What? I'm doing all right. Hanging in there, getting projects done, doing what I'm supposed to be doing, staying home.
Very good. Now, I do want to let you guys know that two long-running sitcoms are saying goodbye this week. After 6 seasons, the comedy Schitt's Creek aired its final episode last night. The show starred Catherine O'Hara, Eugene Levy as Moira, and Johnny Rose, who lost their fortune and are forced to live in a motel in the town they bought as a joke. Before the finale, the cast started a GoFundMe raising nearly $200,000 for food banks in Canada and the U.S. And another dysfunctional family is going off the air tonight, Modern Family. It airs its finale after 11 seasons, 250 episodes, and 22 Emmys. The show also broke ground for depicting a gay couple who adopted a child. Jeff, do you watch either Schitt's Creek or Modern Family, and have you stuck around with either?
Modern Family, I didn't start watching till the reruns, and I really enjoyed it. The writing was super funny on that. Schitt's Creek's another one on my list that I want to watch. I hear a lot of chatter about that show. Again, it's something I'm going to catch in the reruns, but I'm a big fan of Modern Family, except that Sofia Vergara, her accent is getting worse as the years go on. I don't understand that.
Yeah, that kind of makes you angry. Steph's got an open mouth here with shock. You like Sofia, I believe, right, Steph?
Jeff, what is wrong with you? She's amazing. She's a comedy genius. I mean, what's not to like? She's sexy, she's funny, she's flamboyant, she's got personality by the bucket load. Jeff!
Wow. Jeff, do you have a rebuttal? No. He wants to move on.
No, Steph doesn't know what she's talking about.
My worst fear, my worst fear in life is that I'm Claire. I just don't want to be Claire. You don't think I'm Claire, do you? Just shake your heads yes or no if you think I'm a Claire. No. Thank you, guys. Thank you. All right. Well, all right, easy. Well, living in quarantine might be getting to some of us, but it's really getting to Miss Naomi Watts. I love her. The actress posted an epic meltdown after her printer, her vacuum cleaner, and her dishwasher all broke at the exact same time during quarantine. Take a look. So I want to know, Steph, what is the worst thing that makes you go crazy when you're in quarantine?
Seeing videos like Naomi Watts trying to be funny.
Oh, a little shots fired. You think it's a little tone deaf?
Okay, I'm not being funny. I'm not being funny, but it really makes me feel like I know she's trying to be funny, but it's totally unrelatable. It's kind of like, okay, yeah, things might go wrong, but guess what? You're rich and you've not had to have a cleaner for a few weeks. Oh, heaven forbid. There are people out there, if this happened, they don't have a job and they couldn't afford to replace their vacuum cleaner. They couldn't afford to replace their dishwasher. And I'm not being funny, but you've got enough time to wash your pots.
Wow.
So that really ground my gears. I'm not gonna lie.
It ground her gears. Jeff, did you find it tone deaf? Because I definitely understand what she means when people can't even survive. How'd you feel about the Watts meltdown?
Listen, I think everyone's just trying to relate. I hear what Stephanie's saying, but I think Naomi Watts is just trying to relate, just like everybody else. And when something breaks down, it's not convenient, but it's something you have to go through. It's not the big appliances so much that I'm worried about, really. It sounds like Jurassic Park. It's not the big appliances, really. It's the little things that are getting to me around the house. I don't know if you guys, I'm a little OCD as I'm learning as I get older, but the blinds, we have a lot of blinds in our house, and I like them facing up. up, and my wife likes them facing down. So it's like this constant, like, silent battle we have. And also the toilet paper, I like over the top now. And I don't know what, she doesn't even care about that. But it's the little things that are starting to grind my gears.
It's riveting information, and I totally understand what you mean.
Hey,
Those
Tori,
little things. What's that, Steph?
What about you?
You know what's driving me
What about
crazy?
you? Like, what's annoying you?
What's annoying me is, to be super honest, I was supposed to go home for...
How about this delay? Is that annoying you?
No, not at all. It's fantastic. It's totally not awkward at all. I think what bothers me is I was supposed to go home for Passover, which starts tonight. So to all the Jewish families out there watching, Hag Sameach. But I was supposed to go home and spend Seder with my family. So we're going to Zoom Seder and see how that goes. Thumbs up, question mark. See how that goes. All right. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Thank you. Well, you all know the saying.
What else can you do?
There's nothing else you can do except zoom, zoom, zoom. There's a song there. You all know the saying, the family that quarantines together shaves their heads together, right? What? Well, apparently it's true. For Bruce Willis and his daughters, the die-hard actor is seen here helping shave his daughter Tallulah's head. She and her sister Rumor later posted these pics on Instagram showing off her new do topless. Some fans commented that Tallulah's shaved head was giving off some serious G.I. Jane vibes. Look at that. That's exactly right. Remember, her mom, Demi Moore, famously shaved her head in the film. Okay, so Jeff, you're a dad. Is this a Dad of the Year thing, shaving the head of your daughter and going out topless? Or are you uncomfortable with this?
You know, I'm uncomfortable with this whole thing. I can't see you, first of all, Tori. And I feel like there's a huge delay that's really throwing me off my game here. So I'm all, and now we have Bruce Willis shaving his daughter's head and she's naked. What? They don't live in the real world. In the real world, I wouldn't shave my daughter's head and help her pose nude. I would do everything I can to get her away from posing nude. I understand I'm old school. It's 2020. Let the nipples fly. But listen, I'm old school.
Sorry, but that was great. And I know you can't see me, but I am giggling like a 7-year-old. Steph, how do you feel? Do you think this is women empowerment?
Not really. I think it's boredom. And I think they're trying to give themselves something to do during quarantine. I think, you know, one of the main rules that we've seen over and over again on social media when you're in quarantine, don't be messing with your hair. Don't decide now's the time to do something crazy and just chop it off, let alone give yourself a buzz cut by your dad. So basically you now look like twins with your dad and then you go and pose topless. It's not the best look.
No. John McClane, we expected better than you. Well, Tyra Banks reveals what she eats in a day. And don't worry, it's not what you expect from a former supermodel, okay? Because I was like, ugh. Let's take a look.
I cut the bagel in half, and then I scoop out all that extra bagelization and put that on the side. Then I take my whipped cream cheese, and I dig deep into that pot of it, and I fill up the entire scooped out bagel rounds like a moat.
Like a moat, okay. Tyra says some of her favorite snacks include corn chips, sesame bars, natural licorice, bean chips, and cauliflower puffs. She also did fess up that she is gained more than 30 pounds from when she last posed for this Sports Illustrated cover last year. In the video, she says the weight will come off someday, but that day is not today. I have scheduled like a training session twice a week to keep myself from like being, what's that blueberry girl, like Violet in Willy Wonka, just like walking in here being like, hey, Jeff and Steph. What are you guys doing, Jeff, to keep yourself on a good diet? I know that's important to you.
It is, and you know what, like I said, I talked to you on Monday, I've been trying to get in a little bit of yoga. It's more like a stretching session, but I'm so busy with home projects, running up and down the stairs, going in and out. I feel like that's keeping me a little busy, but I gotta get back on it. I'm a guy with a schedule, and I need to get on a schedule because I am too eating a lot and not as working out as much, and that's going to add up as the time goes on.
Totally, and you have to deal with all the blinds, either they're up or down. That's a lot of stress, and I know that causes a lot of stress eating. Steph, what are you doing to keep yourself looking so great?
Oh, thank you, Tori.
You're welcome.
I appreciate your nice comment. Well, Before I used to work out a lot and I had like a really nice little routine going, but now my gym is definitely closed and I don't have access to it anymore, and I don't have any weights at home. They sold out everywhere within like a day of quarantine. So I'll be honest, my fitness hasn't really been what it was, and it's making me a bit nervous to start again. And I feel like sometimes it's kind of like when you're in the routine of it, it's just easy, isn't it? And you just go. But when you've really fallen off the bandwagon, it's really hard to get back on. So I really need to find something that's going to motivate me. You know, Jane Fonda nearly did it the other day, but then she didn't follow through with any workouts. So, you know, we're hoping something good's going to come along that's going to like captivate me back into exercise.
I hear you. I think you just played Let's Get Physical like on repeat until you actually get physical. But again, I agree with Jeff on this one. A schedule is so important, and sticking to routines, because then it's just like blindly just you do it and you don't have to worry about it. Well, Jeff and Steph, you're sticking around, and coming up on DBL, Stephanie goes one-on-one with former Bachelor Colton Underwood. That's a great shot of him there. He survived COVID-19. We'll see how he's doing today. But first, the world mourns the loss of legendary singer-songwriter John Prine to the coronavirus, and DBL pays tribute. Coming up next. Welcome back to DBL. The world is paying tribute to singer and songwriter John Prine. If you've never heard of John Prine, go and listen to John Prine. He's a poet. He's beautiful. He died on Tuesday from complications of coronavirus at the age of 73. This is my all-time favorite song by him, Angel from Montgomery. Let's take a look.
Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo.
Oh, I love that song. Stars are reacting too, like Bruce Springsteen tweeting, "Over here on E Street, we are crushed by the loss of John Prine. John and I were New Dylans together in the early 70s, and he was never anything but the loveliest guy in the world. A true national treasure and a songwriter for the ages." And TV host Seth Meyers probably said it best, "Just gutting. No one wrote songs about humankind with more grace and wit. To quote him, he was in heaven before he died." I'm here with Jeff and Steph. I don't know if you guys have seen the Bonnie Raitt or heard Bonnie Raitt sing Angel from Montgomery. Download it now. Thank me later. Jeff, have you heard of this song?
I haven't. I'm not that familiar with him, but obviously he's huge in the music world when all these stars are coming out and recognizing you know, his sad passing. But for the rest of the world that doesn't know him, I think this is, you know, unfortunately, we need a wake-up call like this. We need some celebrities with some star power to put, like, hey, this is real. Some people aren't believing all the hype, and some people are like, I'll still go about my daily routine and doing what they want. I feel like once stars get involved for some weird reason, it becomes real to normal people.
I agree with you. I think it personalizes it and it puts a face into it. And with all due respect to Mr. Prine, I want to say Prime, Mr. Prime, we do want to make sure that he becomes an angel. So please rest in peace, sir. You are a poet and the world mourns your loss. Jeff and Steph, we'll check back with you later. And next on DBL, we're chatting with former Bachelor Colton Underwood. He's telling us all about his revealing new book, again with that shot, and beating the coronavirus. We'll be right back. Welcome back to DBL. From pro football player to America's most eligible bachelor, Colton Underwood is dishing up never-before-told details about his life and journey on ABC's reality dating show. What really happens when the cameras go off? Well, it's all being told in his new book, The First Time. Ooh, we all know what that means. Stephanie caught up with Colton in today's DBL Spotlight.
Hi, Poppy, you getting me hot?
You could lose your virginity this week.
You are a liar. This is why this is hard for me.
Every time I put myself out there, I get rejected. I'm scared. I'm done.
Colton!
We're joined by Bachelor star and new author, Colton Underwood. Thank you so much for joining us here on DBL. Thank you.
Thank you for having me on.
Before we get into the new book, I need to talk to you a little bit about the fact that you have had coronavirus. It's very serious. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling so much better. I think I have my medical professionals here in Orange County, California, to thank for that, and the medicines that they got me on, and then also Cassie's family for nursing me back to health.
And obviously you just mentioned Cassie, so your season of The Bachelor was wild. You literally jumped over a fence for Cassie. You're now living with her and obviously her family. So how is everything going in quarantine? Because I did see that you asked her to cut your hair yesterday. That's very brave.
Yeah, quarantine's going well. I think there's definitely been times that she's wanted to kill me so far, but we're hanging in there. We're still in love, so that's a good sign. But definitely trying to figure out what I'm going to be doing with the hair. The fans definitely wanted to see her cut it. I don't know if we're quite there in our relationship yet, though.
Your new memoir, The First Time, is out right now, and in that you're addressing your sexuality and your virginity. So I want to know, how hard was it for you to really write about that?
You know, I went back and forth with how much I really wanted to reveal, and you know, I realized, hey, this might be the only chance I have to put it all on paper and put it all out there and really own who I am. And it was very exciting to sort of just share that and open up and, you know, reveal even more about myself.
Was writing the book therapeutic, and did you feel as though you could like claim a bit of your own story back?
100%. That's what I've told everybody so far is, you know, I feel like this is finally me getting control of my life back. You know, I did know what I signed up for, and I understood I was giving up a lot of control, but at the same time, I didn't know how it was going to affect me mentally.
And obviously the taping of the next season of The Bachelorette with Claire is currently on hold due to the coronavirus. She's 39 years old. So how do you feel it's going to go down with the audience, and how do you think it's going to go having a slightly older contestant?
I don't think obviously there's anything wrong with it. I'm really excited to see Claire as the Bachelorette, and hopefully if there's anybody to sort of get the show back on track and focus more on love than drama, it'll hopefully be Claire.
Oh, fingers crossed. Thank you so much, Colton, for joining us on Daily Blast Live. So glad that you're back to full fighting health after the coronavirus, and congratulations on your new book. We're really excited and grateful to have you on. Thank you.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
DBL Nation, you can check out Colton's memoir, The First Time. It's out right now, and we'll be right back.
Promotional consideration.
Welcome back to DBL. Britney Spears is encouraging social distancing by changing up the lyrics from her iconic hit, Baby One More Time. She crossed out "My loneliness is killing me" and changed it to "Saving me" with a Purell bottle in the hand. Nice, Brit. So here's how you can beat your loneliness in today's DBL Health Blast, sponsored by eHealth. Instead of calling, FaceTime someone. That visual contact actually helps. Or try having a virtual lunch or a coffee date. When it comes to your job, try a Zoom meeting instead of emails. And if you feel out of the loop, we get you. Stay connected through social media. Now, for affordable quality health insurance, call eHealth at 1-800-850-0679. I have Jeff and Steph next to me. Steph, how are you handling the loneliness? Because we always keep it 100 here on DBL, and that's a big part of it for a lot of people.
Yeah, so obviously I'm from England and I moved here alone, and my friends and family are all back in the UK. So I've just been doing more of what we were doing anyway. We're always FaceTiming. Yeah. We use WhatsApp a lot. We leave each other voice notes. So obviously if there is a time difference or you can't be on the phone at that time, you can hear someone's voice. And obviously at work, we've been using Zoom a lot every Friday for meetings. And it's, you know what, it's so nice to see everyone's face. And I think obviously when all this is over, I just can't wait to see you all properly in person. It's going to be the best day ever.
I know, it's going to be amazing. Jeff, I Zoomed with my friends last night, and we just had some wine and dinner and just chatted. Is that how you're combating loneliness? I know you have a lot of text chats.
Yeah, well, I don't like the text chat. I'm more of a face-to-face guy, so I'm loving the Zoom chats. There's Facebook chats. There's all sorts of different apps and avenues you could go through to do this. But I feel like I'm closer with my friends from Chicago, from New York, from LA than I ever was before. So I'm really enjoying catching up with my friends and family.
I totally agree with you. Well, thank you so much. We will see you later, Jeff and Steph. We want to leave you with a touching musical performance by a Navy band in Naples, Italy. They wanted to pay tribute to their Italian hosts. We'll be back, same time, same place tomorrow. Enjoy the music. Take a look.
Oh, so